Same with Jane. Season 2, Local Legends, the show that helps you to thrive, not just survive. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tune in each week as Jane connects with local legends of Dorset, bringing you the most up-to-date health and wellness guidance, therapies, courses, retreats, and stories happening locally. Each session includes a guided meditation hosted by Jane or one of her special guests. Here's your host, Jane Scanlon. Hello and welcome to the third episode in Series 2. Today I have got Jenny Gribonika.
Yes, that's correct.
Did I say it right? Oh, it's been practicing.
That was really good.
From MyBeautiGlows. She's always been interested in natural skincare products. And has been using cucumber peel on her skin every time she prepares salads, and has just had this enthusiasm for natural skincare. So that's where MyBeautiGlows was born. It's environmentally friendly, and she really tries to do the minimal packaging. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, because you're totally here to look after us and the planet.
Yes, so quite easy. Like you said, I'm very into natural skincare, everything natural that can be out there. And that's how also MyBeautiGlows grew and started. So I, as a little girl, my nan used to tell me, always use something on your skin if you don't want a bad skin when you're older. So every time we made the salad, cucumber peels go on, coffee, after coffee, beans, you got the scrub for your face, scrub for your skin, makes it very soft. Need to try that.
Yeah, I will try that.
You can store it in a jar and leave it in the fridge and use it the next day or after, but not too long.
Love it. Yes.
And then obviously I started working quite early. So that's where my business side came to, doing little jobs around there and then in the summer during school holidays. And obviously 2 different businesses, well, 3 now, run in the UK, where I also help small businesses and businesses who want to thrive as well, because that's important, which I found mainly running my own businesses, that you need that support, the well-being, the support structure in your business, which is so super important. And that's how my other business was born. I have 2 little boys. One just turned 2 and one is going to be 7 next month. So
both lovely ages.
Yes, busy mummy, especially running the business.
Busy mummy with 3 businesses as well. So when
now 2. Now it's only 2 left.
Only 2 now. Okay. So tell me, how or when was MyBeautiGlows born?
Over COVID time, I'll switch off, sorry, I apologize. Over the COVID time, actually, when people were feeling the extra pressure and the mental health wasn't so good, but also the increase of using social media, which made even more girls and boys very insecure. So I wanted to keep it to more natural and promote that naturally you can achieve the same. That's why some ingredients, pretty much most of them, are also good for your mental health, like a jasmine green tea spray will be very relaxing and good for your mental health also. So it's not just the beauty, it's the mental health, and obviously having the routine to create it for yourself will give you that extra boost. So that's kind of where it started during the COVID time.
That's brilliant. And you've told us a little bit about how you got started in the field, just from general interest, and then growing up with a grandma that obviously knew lots about what to do naturally.
Yes, definitely. And obviously, I studied also, I was a dental nurse, so I studied all the structure of the face, the skin, everything. So I got the technical side also um, covered, and I love chemistry. So mixing all those together was a perfect mixture for the beauty brand.
Amazing. And had you done anything like this before you set up My Beauty Glows?
No, I have not done it. I made at home my own products for
Yeah.
myself using obviously like coffee and natural cucumber or avocado, anything that I could find in the kitchen and not to go to waste, I would
Yeah.
use it. So that's only other thing I did.
That's amazing. So where are all your products made?
So they all made in a very busy house. Very busy house. This is a multifunctional house with a space
Amazing.
for a family, a space for a kid's office, laboratory, the whole lot you can imagine, a storage, a warehouse, all mixed in one.
That's brilliant. I love it. Amazing. So what would you say? Well, tell us a little bit more about the products. What are the ones that people absolutely love and keep coming back for?
So the two main ones actually are the Pink Sky face wash gel, which actually I also had featured in British Vogue last year.
Wow.
Yes, I know. They reached out to me through Instagram, and I thought, oh, can't be right.
Yeah.
Can't be correct. But when I received the Vogue in a post, oh no, it is. It is actually my dream come true. It's in a
It's
post on a magazine.
amazing.
So that's probably is the most popular one because
Yeah.
it will make your skin feel super soft, especially a lot of people that struggle with the new skincare or anything harsh, and most of the face washes will be quite harsh to the skin, but this one will leave it super soft, as
Yeah.
I have to always watch my skin not to overuse anything and really sensitive. So that's how I created that to fit in majority, which mostly people will have sensitive skin as well, or
Mm.
acne or anything like that. And a second one, and actually loved by a lot of men as well, is the green tea spray, like a toner. And a lot of men love that one as well. And I think it's good. That's the one I said. It's also good for mental health with ingredients used from the jasmine and the green tea. Very
Yeah.
relaxing. And I think that's why maybe they love it. But yes, those are the two popular ones, I would say.
Amazing. And already in vogue. That's so good. I
A
hope
dream
you
come true.
promote
As a little girl, you couldn't even imagine looking in a magazine. You could never imagine when that happens. You're like, wait, I think I need a few years to process this.
yeah. That's great. Tell me about your packages and your designs because it's just beautiful.
So the packaging, I wanted to keep it very simple because it's all about a product,
Yes.
not overloading it, not over censor it. Just simply use it as it is. This is the product. It actually works. It got
Yes.
instructions. But for some of the products, I use the colors of the product itself. So whatever color is the product, I try to match the packaging also.
Yeah.
And it's all recyclable, so it's all good for environment, and everything is in a glass jar, so everything is reusable. I have reused many times the toner spray for something at home. I created a cleaning product, I poured it in, and I use it now as to spray it for the plants, for the flowers. I pour the water, I reuse it for the plants, so it's reusable, so you don't have to bin it and waste anything.
That's amazing. And I'm having a look at your Instagram as we talk, and it's you've got the word minimalist in there.
Yes.
And the packaging is so beautiful and minimal. I think it just looks really, really high class when people do that. There's so much busy out in the world, isn't there? But if you
Exactly.
just make things
Tone it down a
minimal.
little bit, because it
Yeah.
can be too much for your brain. And I think if it's that simple, then it's easy product to use. Also, this is another thing I wanted to implement, is it's easy skincare routine to follow. It's easy product to use. There is no over complications. There is no 100 products to use for this time. For you use this one after this one. It's very easy and simple routine. Also with the packaging, that's what I try to tell people. And the color I added for the product color as well, so it matches like the pink glow boost. It's a pink one. That's the same how the product itself looks like. It's from the rose water. And then you got the Bakuchi oil serum, and that's like a purpley, and that's the same how the product looks like, with a blueberry sort of look, because it's got blueberry in it as well. So you get those colors from those.
Yeah, that's very clever. I was going to ask you something. What was it? From not having done things like that before, how on earth did you start making? Fair enough, because you'd already done a few bits and pieces, but how did you start producing and bottling and marketing on such a big scale? How did you do it?
With
What was
a lot
the
of
journey?
mistakes, expensive mistakes. You learn as you go. Whoever wants to start a business, you just have to go for it, because you will never know everything 100%. You just have to make that first step, and then everything will fall into places. Sometimes may not, and you will have a 2-step backs, but then eventually you will know what works the best. With the jars, it took me very long time to find the place where to get the jars. The actual packaging I designed it myself, so I learned. I decided, okay, I will find somewhere where I can learn. I use the canvas, for example.
Yeah, I love Canva. I'm always in Canva.
Yeah. So I use that as to design the packaging, the colors, and all of that. And then obviously going through tons of different videos, different websites to find what ingredients mix, what's the best, what's that for the skin. So it's a lot of research. And also I received packaging that wasn't good at all. It was not good quality and lost money. So those are the things that you kind of go and learn. For me, the best thing for the business is obviously decide what you're going to do first before you make the first step. Have a clear business structure at the beginning, not just jump into making logo and think that is it.
Yes, I always try and think it's when I'm coaching clients that you've got your business idea, but you want to be known in with kind of in 3 areas, like no more. So with my holistic therapies business, it's massage, meditation, and mindfulness.
Yes.
So, and then the massage kind of branches out to other treatments, but they're like my 3 things. So yeah, it is really important, because it is true that you have to make mistakes and learn from them. But it's also true that if you plan a bit, look at your structure, you won't fall flat on your face, and it won't be a complete disaster.
It can be really expensive disaster. That's the thing. There is things that you can make mistakes, but then can be things that can cost you a lot of money, and you need to try avoid those, which will be the planning first. Who is your market? You are, for example, looking to invest the money for marketing, not just I'm paying for the Facebook ads, and hopefully it will work out. You need to find out who will be those people who are interested in your service or a brand or anything like that first.
And the wording needs to already be working for you before you start putting money on it. I think that's a big mistake a lot of people make. They think if they just chuck a load of money on Facebook ads, that they'll get clients. But if you haven't got the proven wording and you haven't got the proven structure behind it, you can waste a lot of money and also lose a lot of contacts.
Yes, it can waste a lot of your time and the money. And obviously, when you start a business, you want to run with the heart, but sometimes you need to take that step back and think about it really. What's the structure? And actually, when you break it down, then at the beginning, you don't need that much money. It's all about the time which is going to cost you. It's time more than actual physical money, but obviously time is money in a way. But
you need to have that support, don't you? That's going to give you the time to be able to set things up before you start making money.
Yes, exactly.
Or hopefully at the same time, but generally you're not making very much, and you've got to do a lot of admin, a lot of behind the scenes stuff,
which most of people don't see it because it's all rosy on Instagram and Facebook, and of course no one's gonna tell you how hard, and you may be crying and you actually need to see someone for the business wellness to support you, because that's important. The mental effect on you running a business is so huge, and no one actually talks about it that much. That how lonely and mentally draining you feel day to day running a business is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's true. And especially if you're looking after a house and children and animals too.
Yes, exactly. And then you have to find a lot of time for research, for background work as well. So you stretch yourself into so many different people. So it's good to find someone who can help you to run a business. It may not need to be really expensive, but if someone can do it quicker and really make a difference, it's worth the money sometimes. It is, instead of you guessing and learning 100 hours of something.
Yeah, definitely. There's lots of good how-to videos out there, but when I'm on client calls and I do things like set up their tech as well as help them in Canva and help them with their mindset, but sometimes they'd be saying, I've been putting this off for months and you've done it in an hour.
Exactly.
That's because my brain is very half tech. I was an IT engineer for like 8 years in one career. So, get somebody, if you're really stuck, it's so much easier if you invest and do your research first. I always do free calls with my prospective clients, because you've got to know whether you can actually work together or not.
Yes, that is very, very important. This is what I learned because I'm a business mentor. So this is what I learned, how important it is when you business mentor. Also, and sometimes it's better to spend a little bit of money, but it will go a long way. But to find where to spend it and if it's worth it, not go spending, as you say, on the Facebook ads. That's the first thing.
The rest out. The infrastructure is very important, isn't it?
But you will be surprised how many clients will come and say, I'm just interested about Instagram and marketing. That's it. I was like, have you thought about anything else? No, I actually haven't.
And the type of people that you're helping in business wise, are they in products as well?
No, I find I help different any businesses. So I'm official business mentor for the government scheme. So if anyone's starting a
Okay.
new business or have a medium to large size businesses,
Yeah.
I help them. And I also have to take that. I also took extra digital marketing course to find inside how it actually works and everything, the structure of it,
Yes.
so I can know better. So through that, I will guide businesses what's the best way, where to go, what to get, and where to start, really. And most of the time, people already know what they need to do, but
Mm,
it's that fear of taking that step forward, which is any new business when you start, is just
yeah.
taking the step or growing. They may feel comfortable in what they are at the moment in this stage, but they actually can grow so much more and build their business up, but they are scared to take that step because you will need more work also when you want to
Mm,
grow the business, and you have to be prepared for it.
you do. And there is like the ripple effect or the snowball effect. And the thing is, you have to, if we think about the ripple effect, if you
Yeah.
drop a little stone in a pond and then you wait an hour before you drop the next stone or pebble in, you're not going to ripple out and get bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. You're kind of wasting your time. So there is this real time. There is a real emphasis on time, is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. And unfortunately, I see a lot of businesses fail or stagnate or just plateau, and it's because they don't have enough time, or they're not putting enough time
Yeah.
in the right spaces to really elevate that business.
Yes. Yes. I can totally agree to that.
Mhm.
Definitely. And it is hard and it's scary. It's for any big business or small business doing those things. It's obviously the scary thought and the time, and life is busy. So I know I have kids also when running family and doing all of
Got
it.
kids, you got a
You
job, you got this. It's
You're
amazing.
running out of time, but that's why you need to concentrate that time in the right direction also,
Mm.
not splitting it all different directions. Really think about it. For example, okay, I got a beauty brand. I went and spoke with someone in Fortune Mason because that's the path I want to go to. So I will not go to something small or small market because that will take a lot of my time. It maybe I'll get some clients, yes, customers, perfect, but my aim is be there. So I rather will invest my time and energy to reach for what I want to go.
That is very clever. And it shows that you've got a bigger picture for your
Yeah,
business and for your brand, which is so important. And getting into places like Fortnum and Mason, Harrods,
yes,
I just, yeah, you've already got into Vogue. It's amazing.
exactly. So you have to take the steps, and once you know the right steps, and okay, maybe they will refuse me 100 times before they say yes. I probably will get bored after 100 times I've been to there and asking them the same questions, but I will know what they expect, what their
Yeah.
expectations, what they want to see from me, what they want to see from my product, and what I can get from it. And then accordingly, I will be better prepared. But
Mm,
if I start and with the markets, it's a good place to start to find your market person who you're going to sell to know if your product actually sells to the market you want to sell it. If it doesn't, maybe there needs some adjustment. So it's good to do some markets to find
yes.
out which direction you need to go. But once you have found it, don't waste the time there, because you need to move up to the next step and and find resources, create things that you need to access the bigger picture.
Hmm. Yeah. And really just keep going
Get
and
the ball
building
rolling.
that. Yeah, get the ball rolling and keep going in that direction.
Yes.
Because like you say, each time you might get a knockback or a no, you've got information to slightly shift and change. it doesn't mean changing direction completely.
No,
And it,
exactly.
yeah, it just means like having a little shift or a little edit,
Yes,
going back,
exactly.
going back.
Not complete shift, no, but they may ask something actually, they want a floral theme for your display or something little extra that you haven't thought about it, but they mention it, oh, we would like this. And they're like, okay, I come back. Or they want a bigger booklet breakdown of what my products are good, some sort of story or anything can be. Then
Yeah.
you just adjust it. You don't have to completely change. No, my product doesn't work. I will I will change
Yeah.
it.
And I bet, when you said about finding the right material for your product, I mean, that goes into all businesses, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
I printed some flyers, I think it was last year, and the moment people got their hands on them, they were like, "Oh, these feel really good."
It's a
And it
physical feeling.
yeah, it's a physical feeling. Oh, this is really thick paper. It's recycled. It gives you that feeling of what in my case the treatment was going to be. It was going to
Yes.
be holistic. It was going to be like organic or bespoke, etc. And the same goes for your products. It's clear, it's crisp. I can imagine the kind of cardboard packaging they come in is really nice and kind of thick and has a nice texture to it.
Yes, like a silky sort of texture. So I wanted to make sure that it feels luxury even before you start using the product. So your expectations are clear, but it feels luxury. You can treat yourself. If I use the plastic one, there is a recyclable plastic which a lot of skincare brands use. That's
Yes.
fair, but you get completely different feeling. And this is what I did. I went into the shops and I touched every single different product and wrote down how it made me feel as a customer if I
Oh, that's
wanted to
beautiful. Yeah.
purchase it. So then I knew, okay, I want this type of feeling customers to have when they touch my packaging, my product, before they even start to use it. And then obviously the rest of it, you test the smells. You have to test the market. You have to test the different companies, different brands before you know what works with you and what you think it's going to work for the clients you want to attract as well, obviously.
Yes. So with that in mind, this question's a little bit, normally it's with therapists or gong baths. So if we would work together, what would it look like? But if I were to walk into what shop and buy your product, then what would it look like? What would that experience be? Because I'm by the sounds of it, I'm not going to meet you in the shop or behind a stall or anything.
I do, if I do have a product somewhere, for example, I had a product in Bobby's enrollment before, I did go and talk with the customers also. So you get a little bit the personal touch, time to time, exclusive personal touch.
Yeah.
But the experience you get is when you go with the products, you're going to get a good quality product, which is luxurious, and that it's going to make you feel good inside and out. And when you use it, it will be very easy to follow. So it will not complicate your life. So like me, busy mom, I don't have time to do nighttime routine, morning routine. So I wanted something that is good, but also easy to use and follow. And that's what you're going to get with the product experience. And if people also, I say on the product, and I refer to my website, that if you've got oilier skin or this type of skin, I don't suggest to use it all the time. Sometimes you may need to use it just in the evening to wash up your makeup and not use it in the morning. So it's all really up to different skin types. And I always try to put that across through website, through Instagram, and also say, if you've got any questions, please contact. I'm human. I'm happy to answer any questions, any worries you have before you buy, because everyone is so different, and it's good to know before you buy. And all the information will be also in the packaging, so people can read it, what it's good for, how to use it, and what full ingredients list is also in the packaging, so there's nothing hidden.
That's amazing. Yeah, because I think a lot of the products nowadays, you don't really know what's in them, or they've got a list of products that's so long and so complicated, it just looks like all chemical names, really. I mean,
they are, a lot of them are, that's how you take it. But it's also, sometimes you have to use them, because all my products are registered with the government website to sell it, and it's all official, and they will ask the picture of all your ingredients list and your percentage and everything, and they will approve it. So sometimes you have to use a different names also. But if there is a simple way that we can go around it, we will use it, or in the brackets. But most of the time it will be to sell it in, obviously, in the UK and European market, you need approval as well. Also packaging, it's not just ingredients, you need approval for the packaging also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so anything I go through, and this is another part of the business, you need to make sure you know what you have to do legally to be able to sell the product, because sometimes people will just sell a product, oil or something, without any maybe registration, but they wouldn't have idea, because it's not so easy to find. So this is another reason why I want to help businesses to realize that you actually have a lot of things to think about before you are bringing something out. Because they can say, actually, we don't want these ingredients in, or we don't agree with this, you need to register this or change. I had to change packaging before, and that was painful. I created it, I ordered it, and they didn't want it. So I had to change all the packaging. It cost me money, but I learned what I had to do, and it never happened again.
Yes. Oh, well done. Well done. And when we look on your website, you've also got things like the facial cleansing brushes. Are they the electronic ones?
They are electronic. I don't make them myself. I have a factory which create them. I tested them before. They've been tested. They all certificate, all the warranties, so it's all fine. And they are my favorite gadgets, actually, because it makes your face washing even easier. I do it in the shower. It's so quick. I just put in one of my favorites is the foam up cleanser, which you squirt in any face wash you want, put it in, it foams it up, quickly clean, especially if you've got makeup. Easy.
Gone. So which is your favorite? Because you've got this pro face brush with lots of gadgets, and then you've got these cute little cleansing brushes.
Yeah, and I got automated one as well, which is the one, I will try to quickly show it. My website, it should show up there. So I'm trying to access.
So you can go to www.mybeauty with an I, not a Y, glows with an S on the end, .com. That's MyBeautiglows.com, and look at the collections and the best sellers.
My internet doesn't want to work. My phone.
That's okay. If you go on Instagram, it's MyBeautiGlows as well. So we've done that.
Finally.
If you can get that up, and then we'll
I don't know if I can share it, but I can show it. Probably one.
You put it in front of your face. Yes.
This
so
one.
I might be able to present that. If you tell us about it, I'll share the screen.
That's the MBG Foaming Facial Cleanser. I don't know if I can add it on. I'll see if I can.
Go.
Oh, there we go. Yes,
go.
that's the one. Yes.
So at the moment, it's on sale from £135 to £75, and that's British pounds.
Yeah,
And
so
that
that's
looks
my favorite
lovely.
one, because you add the product in it and it auto foams it, and obviously massages as well. The small ones, they are more travel sizes, so you can put them in your any travel bag, makeup bag when you go abroad. Easy to use, so they are really handy if you want to go somewhere and use it. And the multi-head one, facial wash, that one is probably most used for older women. They prefer that one because you have the variety for different skin types, and they
Yes.
like to use the different things which could be a bit more rough to the skin in a way, because they say they have a harder skin and they want something that really
sort of, exfoliate and invigorate it.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Well,
then we have an offer. Yes, we have an offer. So got the code. I will bring it up. 50% on any product.
50% off on any product.
Yes. I will just.
This is amazing.
Copy the code in. Quickly, we'll bring it up.
So that's 50% off all products on MyBeautiGlows.
With the code BeautyPod, like a beauty podcast.
That's good.
So
and is it beauty with an I?
With just Beaut. B-A-U-T and pod.
Okay.
I put it in a chat as well. I don't know if I can put that, maybe now in the comments. I put in a private chat as well, copied it.
Pod, fantastic. I'm going to have that scrolling at the bottom. So the code is BeautiPod. And what would be your top tip for the audience with skincare? Because my daughter is 12, and one of her friends is already doing cleanser, toner. I mean, she's obsessed with all of these different products, and I'm thinking, like, you're 12. What?
Yes.
That's a bit insane. Me and my daughter have very basic skincare regimes. I use like an avocado facial bar. That's what we use on our face, and it kind of takes off all the dead skin. And then we use a balm. That's where she leaves it, and then I put a bit of extra kind of cream on top.
Yes, it's all varies, depends of the skin type, and I think now, especially girls using skincare too young, I would say from my perspective, but it's because of the social media, sadly. It's widely known on a TikTok. You'll find so many videos, but they are so young, their skin is so sensitive that they will damage it long term if they overusing, especially exfoliating, anything but a harsh exfoliating, because their skin is not ready for it. Obviously, once they have issues with acne or anything like that, you can buy appropriate skincare product. But the issue is they will buy most of the time not because they need it for their skin, but because they saw it on a TikTok.
That is 100% true.
And that's the hardest part. And obviously that's how they make money. And I wanted to go away from it. That's why I'm not actually using loads of TikTok or Instagram, because I felt I was reaching a younger audience, which I didn't want to reach.
Yeah.
So I have taken a step back. and reevaluating and not using a TikTok really that much, because I
Yeah.
want an older audience, not younger audience at the moment. Because
Mm.
most of them, they will not need. Obviously, if they have acne, there is a ways to go around it and use some creams, mainly face wash. That's the
Yeah.
main one. Is just to get rid of that dirt on the skin you have. Using makeup, they probably already use makeup, so just to clean that away, not using a makeup wipes, but actually using good cleanser. And
Yes, a lot of girls and boys now
yeah,
are wearing makeup like so young.
yes, and
I
they
think
will
it started
probably
at
leave it
15.
on. And that's the issue. They will probably leave it on, which then stays in the skin. But if they
Mm,
just wash it properly, that should be plenty for them.
yeah, and then wash off any residue.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And if they need it, use moisturizer. If they have more oily skin, they may not need so much moisturizer because it would make it even heavier and could clog up their pores also. But using like serums and things, I would say more if you really have acne, and some of them are quite strong.
mm,
Strong ingredients, so it can make it worse. You just have to really find when it's the right time for you as a young girl, boy, to start using it, and if you
yes.
actually really need it. But because they use makeup, I would suggest a face wash is probably the most thing they would need to use.
Okay, fantastic. And your skincare range is really focused on what, 20s and above? Or
I would say anywhere from the 16 that can use it,
yeah,
but mainly the market would be 18 to older. I have right mixture actually, but more busy mums, a lot of busy mums, or active lifestyle, people who go to gym a lot or into wellness
yes.
also, and
So
people
they
who go to
want
gym, they will
good,
need to
but
wash
they
their
want,
face.
yeah, they want something good, good for the environment, good for the well-being, a minimal sort of routine,
Yes,
and that they know is healthy for them.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. That's the main thing. And if it's helps your mental well-being, it's the best thing ever.
definitely. Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you for
Jenny.
having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and I really look forward to hearing more about your journey with My Beauty Glows. Definitely seeing it in all the big around the rest of the country.
That's the
And
aim.
please, yeah, yeah, definitely keep us updated. And the code, everything to get in touch with Jenny will be above or below this, whether you're listening or watching the podcast. And remember that code BeautyPod. So if you go to her website, www.mybeautiglows.com, look in the products, and when you buy, you can pop in that code
Yeah.
BeautyPod for this podcast, Stay Sane with Jane, then you will get a lush 50% off.
Ready for Christmas time. Perfect Christmas
Definitely ready
stockings.
for Christmas. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
My
Thank you.
absolute pleasure. Bye.
Bye.
Stay Sane with Jane, Season 2 Local Legends, the show that helps you to thrive, not just survive. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tune in each week as Jane connects with local legends of Dorset, bringing you the most up-to-date health and wellness guidance, therapies, courses, retreats, and stories happening locally. Each session includes a guided meditation hosted by Jane or one of her special guests. Here's your host, Jane Scanlon. Hello. Well, what a wonderful episode of Stay Sane with Jane, Season 2, Local Legends. We're going to be shifting down a gear as we float into the meditation center section of the show. Today, we're going to be tuning in to regain clarity and confidence and calmness, and hopefully kind of tuning into the people out there that are getting worried about their looks, maybe tuning into TikTok a little bit too much with the old videos and the different skincare ranges and what you should have, could have, would have done. So let's shift down a gear as we go into the next phase. The meditation sessions. My name's Jane Scanlon, and I'm going to take you through this mindful meditation. Today, we're just going to take 5 minutes to regain calm, clarity, and confidence. So let's tune in to what calmness, clarity, and confidence actually mean to you. How do your belly, chest, and head feel as you reflect on this topic? And do any emotions show up that are associated with any positive or negative impact stories? And just remember, there are many others out there feeling the same or similar as you. Today, we're going to bring increased awareness around this topic, increased mindfulness, and apply that in our day-to-day lives. So let's sit together and take 5 minutes breathing space. This is a 5-minute breathing space practice that you can use anytime, anywhere, to regain your sense of calm, clarity within the mind, and confidence within the soul. To begin, become physically still. Wherever you are, either lying, sitting, standing, choose a posture where you'll be as comfortable as possible. And lightly close your eyes. I invite you to bring awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. And give the weight of your body up to gravity. Allow your weight to sink into the points of contact between your body and the floor, the chair, or the bed. What sensations are there right now for you? If you notice any tension or resistance towards painful or unpleasant sensations, gently turn towards them. Accept them as best you can. If you begin to tense around the breath, then let go a little bit more with each exhale. Soften into gravity. Noticing any thoughts as they arise and pass through the mind. See if you can let them come and go without being able to identify their content. Observe them as if they were clouds in the sky floating by. Notice any feelings and emotions as they arise. Can you let these come and go too? Include everything within your awareness with a kindly perspective. Now allow your awareness to gather around the experience of the breath deep in the body. Drop your awareness inside the breath and feel the different sensations in the front, back, and sides of the torso. Can you feel your awareness within the flow and movement of the breath? Use the breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Breathing in the body. Noticing each inhale and exhale. Again and again. Each time you notice your mind has wandered, gently guide the mind back to focusing on the breath deep within the body. Now gently expand your awareness to include the whole body. Feel the weight and shape of the body as it sits, stands, or lies. If you have any pain or discomfort, make sure your awareness just stays open. We can cultivate acceptance or acknowledgement for all of our experiences. What about if we befriended it? Now use the breath to anchor in your awareness in the present moment. Breathing in to the body, feeling the movement of the body, feeling the weight of the body, and sensing the environment around you. You can slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently stretch and move the body. Gently opening the eyes and bringing more movement into the body. My name is Jane Scanlon, and it's been an absolute pleasure to guide you on this meditation today. I'd like to remind you that we have a wonderful invitation for you to join our new moon intention and self-care online evening. This happens once a month in a beautiful online space. You receive an amazing goodie bag, and within the ceremony we have a cuppa and connection. I open the ceremony, talk you through a mindfulness technique, which usually involves dipping into your goodie bag, tasting your yogi tea, tuning in to the new moon crystal bead, which is in the goodie bag, and then gently guiding you through a self-care massage routine with the essential oil that has been chosen for the new moon. The meditation is all around your new moon intentions and then drifting deeply off into sleep. So if that sounds like the best evening you could possibly join in, and I do think it is, join us at cherishtransform-upgrade.com/new-members-sales-page. I look forward to welcoming you on to the new moon and intentions and self-care online evening.